What is up, everyone? It's the Munch, and this is not a drill. A new Pokemon game has just been announced, and it may not be exactly what you think. A lot of people thought Pokemon Diamond and Pearl remakes, Pokemon Stars was coming, but guess what? Pokemon Ultra Sun and Pokemon Ultra Moon are coming out later this year for the Nintendo 3DS, and holy moly, let's talk about it. So, Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon have been confirmed in quite an unexpected turn of events after most people, I think, thought that Pokemon Stars or Diamond and Pearl remakes were about to be revealed, and probably for the Nintendo Switch, or at least both the Switch and 3DS. Turns out Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon are actually coming, and they're going to be just for the Nintendo 3DS, at least for now, but I expect there might still be a Switch version later on, maybe with updated graphics. But oh my gosh, guys, Sun and Moon 2 is actually happening. They're going back to the black and white 2 days, it looks like, at least with what we see in the trailer so far. And speaking of which, there's just too much going on here, and we have got to take a closer look at this trailer and see what we can analyze from it. Before we get to it though, I just want to give a shout out to Nintendo/Pokemon for totally trolling all of us. As I mentioned, most people thought that a Pokemon game was about to be announced for the Nintendo Switch, and they totally made it seem that way leading up, like, oh, there's never been a Pokemon game on the Switch, but now you get Pokken Tournament, kids! DX. It's fancy because there's I think it's director's cut, I think. Either way, Pokken for Switch is actually something I'm pretty excited about as well, because I felt like Pokken was a pretty good game, but not that many people got to play it since it was on Wii U, and the Switch has been doing pretty dang well, not to mention the fact that it's portable, so a lot more people will be able to get into the action of Pokken, so that's actually pretty cool. But forget it, because Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon are actually coming this year, and it's about time we do another trailer analysis. So right off the bat, we can see that things have definitely changed in Alola. Not only does our character have some new clothes options, but the actual vegetation here on, I think, Route 1 has gotten a lot more tropical, I guess. There's a lot more flowers and a surfboard there. You can also see the Pokemon Center, and like I said, some new clothes on the character. So, of course, the starter Pokemon remain the same. We're still in Alola, so we got our good old Rowlet, Popplio, Litten, but it looks like we're actually going to be seeing some new story added to the game. We have a whole bunch of Pikachus jumping around what seems like Paniola Ranch here, which definitely didn't happen before, as well as a couple of other little cutscenes that I feel like could either be new Z moves or maybe actually part of the story. Like, Sun and Moon definitely had some cool cutscenes whenever the Totem Pokemon would show up, or actually during main story events. So we see a Togedemaru, a Mimikyu, and then a Lycanroc jumping up into the sun, looking awesome. But what these could actually be is a little unclear, because I don't think they're Z moves, so I'm gonna probably go with just cutscenes, maybe introducing the trials in a new way, maybe making the trials even more epic than they were in the original Sun and Moon, because those three Pokemon definitely line up with certain trials, like Togedemaru for Sophocles, Acerola with her Mimikyu, and then Lycanroc for good old Olivia, though I guess she was a Kahuna, but could be the intro for her Kahuna battle. I don't know. Either way, here we have Necrozma Solgaleo and Necrozma Lunala, or at least that's what I'm going to be calling them for now, because I'm pretty sure, like 95% at this point, that this is going to have something to do with Necrozma. Just look at the color scheme and even the triangle on both of their heads. They're multicolored, or I guess chroma. I don't know, Alola does seem to have a pretty deep connection with the Unova region, where of course the DNA splicers and Pure and Black and White happen, so maybe something similar could be happening now here with Necrozma and Solgaleo/Lunala, because as you can see from the images, it pretty much looks like a fusion between both Pokemon. But anyway, maybe you guys have a better idea as to what these forms could be. Definitely let me know any speculation down in the comments below. I'm just gonna say Solgaleo straight up looking like a Zoids right now, and I'm actually kind of digging it. Now, the final scene of the trailer shows our character doing some kind of super intense Z move. We see the background is all red and stuff, and I don't know if it's just a regular Z move and they're trying to trick us and make it seem like there's going to be something new, but maybe, just maybe, we might see Ultra Z moves, considering the games are called Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. I'm expecting they're going to have something to do with Ultra, or maybe it's actually because of the Ultra Beast. I just realized that. Necrozma's not really an Ultra Beast though, so What could the Ultra have to do with the Solgaleo and Lunala fusions? Oh my goodness, there's too much! I also found this pretty legit looking concept artwork for Gladion, but this came out before the announcements of Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, so it could totally be fake since the leaker apparently says that the game was going to be for both Switch and 3DS, and now we know that it's of course just for 3DS. But if this is actually real, it would confirm that Gladion is still the president of the Ether Paradise, and of course some time has passed since the original Pokemon Sun and Moon games. I'm also just slightly disappointed there's not going to be a Nintendo Switch version of the game, because it would have been awesome to see Alola in glorious HD, but hey, maybe they're still working on it. I still have hopes that it'll actually come out eventually, because I just see no reason why they wouldn't, as well as the fact that there were those Pokemon HD models being made. There were also models for Pokemon walking behind you, so maybe that'll actually end up being a feature in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. I would not doubt it, and that would actually be awesome, because they've also just announced the Pokemon Gold and Silver games are going to be on the Virtual Console. That was actually how they really ended off the trailer. So hey, if you love yourself some Gen 2 or the Gen 2 remakes where Pokemon followed you, stay tuned, because Pokemon may just follow us in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. And that is actually it for the trailers. So they didn't really show off too much, and updated Alola region with some new customization, new forms for Pokemon, nothing really out of the ordinary for a Pokemon sequel like we saw with Black and White and then Black and White 2. So I'm just mostly curious to see what is going on with the story of the games. Like, is there actually a time skip, or is this a retelling of the Alola region? What is actually going on with the story in this game? Because from what the little we saw in the trailer, I guess I'm more confused than anything, and that's probably a good thing for Pokemon, huh? Too much to speculate about and not enough time, so that is going to be it for this video. I just wanted to make the announcement for now, so definitely let me know your thoughts on Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon down below, and maybe I'll do a follow-up discussion video very soon for you guys. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you are hyped. If you are, make sure to drop a like button down below, and get ready for Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. All updates and things related to the game I'll be posting here on the channel when I can. So until then, I will see you in the next one.
We'll be right back.